All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. So, where do we leave off, Neal?
We left off with you trying to escape from prison, or plotting escape from prison.
Okay.
But we're going to flip back to everyone else who... Actually, no, that's right. Everyone else said they didn't want to do anything.
Right.
Right. Cool. So, party. Or, I'm sorry, not party. JP.
Are they feeding us yet?
Eventually, some guards come with some platters with gruel and, crappy food on it, and some, tankards of water. And they slide the stuff under your cell, because there's, a little gap where they can put a dish through.
Okay. So, as they slide it under mine, does the guy to my right or whatever, the weird guy, or sorry, the strong guy that's going to escape
He's to your
with me?
left.
He's to my left. So is he being fed at the same time, or?
I mean, here, let me bring this over.
Okay.
And then, how do I reveal areas? There we go. Is that right? So you guys should only be able to see that one rectangle that I revealed. Okay, cool. So we have JP. You're in this cell right here.
Okay.
And the one just to your left is where the big burly guy is, and this one, all the way at the end, it doesn't have bars. That's actually wooden walls. That's where the guards have been hanging out.
Okay.
And then over here is the staircase.
So when they go to... Can we go back in time so when we see the guy, can nudge to him when he goes under and puts the food under to grab him then? So he understands that?
So the guards start walking towards you with water and food, and you give the guy a look. You're and he kind of just nods and ignores you. So there's two guards. The first one comes and gives food to this guy, while the second one brings stuff to this guy. So the first guy feeds him and goes back for a second as this guy's starting to feed, and he grabs him as the dude goes to put the food under. He approaches he's gonna take the food, and then makes a swift grab for the guy's arm, grabs it and pulls him against the cage, which doesn't knock him out, but he's grappling with the guard, and he's got his arm, and he's reaching through the bars to grab his head.
Am I able to grab the sword from the guy? Am I close enough to reach?
No, because they're at the middle here. You can't reach across from yours to theirs.
Okay. So when that happens, what is the other guard doing? Does he come running?
Well, this guy starts shouting, says, hey, get this guy off me.
Okay, so as that's happening, I'm going to cast Strength of Stone on the other guy, on my friend that grabbed him.
Does he have to touch him to do it?
Yes, I think so.
Strength of Stone, touch attack, yeah.
Yep.
How long would an 8-foot person's arm be?
Pretty long. I mean, I'm 6'4", and it's about 3 feet, maybe.
Except if he's like a dinosaur and that's tiny.
Unless he's Nick Tasteless Plot, then it's just really, really long, man.
Does he have long arms?
I guess it's up. I mean, that's up. I don't know if I can make that call.
I was talking about Nick's arms. But
oh yes, he does.
Okay.
He's a gorilla, actually.
So you start reaching out, but the guy, the guard or the burly guy next to you, he's kind of bent over, grabbing with the guard and grappling with him. So he's actually kind of in the middle of his cell area. You can't quite reach him.
So I'll be like, "Quick, come here! I need to touch you to cast this."
All right, he kicks out a leg towards you, and it gets within reach.
All right, so I grab his leg, touch him, cast Strength of Stone.
Okay, D4 for the strength increase. Is that what it is?
1d4 to a minimum of 16, whichever is higher.
Right. Okay, so roll D4.
2.
Okay, do you roll for percentile? No. Okay. So you grab. You see, all of a sudden a grin comes across his face, and he grabs the guy and smashes him into the bars. and then he pulls him again. And you hear a sickening crack as the guard's neck snaps backwards.
Yes. All right.
The other guard,
Yeah.
meanwhile, is coming sword drawn and starts stabbing at the first guy.
I'm going to say command die right away.
Okay. So you point at him and tell him to die, and he, like, crumples to the ground.
Yep. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to say, quick, search the body, grab any weapons you can, and if there are keys on his body for the door, obviously unlock it, and then unlock mine, and we'll go up further.
Again, with the long-winded descriptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Quickly. Blah blah blah.
I got to be very descriptive because, like, I don't want something to happen, and then the guy just like does whatever I don't want him to do. Anyways, that happens.
Yeah. Okay, so you grab him. He starts searching through the bodies, finds a key, starts fiddling with the lock, while the other guard kind of like starts waking up. You know, realizes what's happening, grabs the sword, and stabs at the burly guy.
Shit.
Stabs him. 3. And the burly guy collapses into a heap on the ground, bleeding everywhere.
What does the guard do to me? Or
he quickly grabs his friend, rolls him over, realizes his neck is snapped, and runs back upstairs.
did he take the keys with him? Are the keys still in the door? Can I grab the keys or no?
The keys are out of reach. They're like right. He didn't. So they're right next to the burly guy.
Is the burly guy within touching distance from me to cast heal?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm gonna cast heal then.
Okay. Roll for life regained.
1d8, right?
1d8.
Oh, 2.
That's just enough. He kind of like rouses from consciousness, looks around, and kind of looks at you like, "What happened?"
That other guard stabbed you and ran. We need to get out of here quick. Are you able to run or move? Get up? Anything?
He like struggles and gets to his feet, grabs the keys, unlocks his cage, like comes over towards yours, starts unlocking it, and then like slumps to his knees, pretty like visibly in pain and exhausted.
Can I? What tells? I guess I'm gonna. So I've used command twice and 1 heal. Yeah.
You've used command twice, strength of stone, and 1 heal.
So I'm out of spells. Okay.
You are completely out of spells.
So he unlocks my
You
cage.
didn't have a heal. Wait, did you have a heal spell? You didn't have strength of stone, dude.
No, I had. Oh no, I didn't have a heal. I had 2 command, call upon faith, and strength of stone. So I didn't have a heal.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't have a heal.
Fuck. So he's still dead. Fuck.
Yeah, he's still unconscious. Let's roll back a little bit.
Roll him back.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he's still unconscious on the floor.
Shit. Well, I don't know what to do. Can I grab anything from the fight that just ensued?
You can grab the leg of the burly guy whose name you never got.
That's pointless. Well, hold on. Let me. What is? Okay, I can't do it. I'm just gonna back away and wait for the guy to come back because there's nothing I can do.
Okay. A few minutes later, 6 guards come down. All of them with these long pole arms that have their halberds. They're like axes on one side and a giant spike on the other, and they're like 6-foot long weapons. 4 of them come up to your jail cell and like point their weapons towards you menacingly. One of them like starts dragging the dead body away. The other opens the first cell, rolls the dude over, and just kind of spit on him and kick him back to the corner where he slowly starts to bleed out.
I'll just be like, man, that was crazy. I saw this guy try to escape. He grabbed the guy, pulled him through
The guy who spit on the burly guy looks at you and says, "I know your involvement in this." This
What?
is not going to bode well for you.
I wasn't involved. What was my involvement? I sat here and
You
watched it.
spelled me.
No, you're making things up. Why is everyone lying?
They walked away.
Okay.
The four that were pointing their halberds at you also turn and leave.
Okay. Well,
No one else gets fed that night. You don't get any food or water.
okay.
And then the next morning rolls around where, again, no one feeds you. And eventually, when it comes time, 8 guards come down with halberds. And one guy in, half plate with a sword who opens the door, pulls out a sword. 3 guards shuffle in, weapons pointed at you.
Okay.
Got the sword, says, toss some shackles to your feet, and, tells you to put them on.
Sure. Yeah,
So
I do it.
spells you memorized.
I do it.
Give me the spells you memorized.
Okay. One sec. I'm still at full HP, right? Or
No, we're at 9 out of 13. Is it? What is your total HP? I don't remember. 9 out of 14.
okay. Let me give you my spells. Hold on.
Okay.
Jeff and Ryan
While
can go
we're
now
doing
if they
this,
want.
we're going to switch back. What? Jeff is not back yet?
Yeah, I don't know if he will be back either. He just sent me a text, so
Okay.
I guess let Jen and Ryan do their thing, or we can wait. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, no, we'll flip back. Jen and Ryan, you guys wake up refreshed. You are completely oblivious to this jailbreak attempt, and you're called in by some guys who are looking pretty gruff and grumpy. And they say, we need you in the audience chamber immediately.
All right. And we follow, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, come with as well.
Cool. They lead you in. JP, they shackled you. Or they asked you to shackle yourself, did you?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. They haul you up super carefully. People with the spears at your back, like it's poking into you, causing you pain as you walk. You get dragged in shackles up to the audience chamber. Vincent isn't here. He's feeling sick. He must have ate something bad last night, and he's puking his guts out in his bedroom. Violently sick. Can't even get out of bed. So the remainder of you guys are here.
Okay.
They march him in, and the Lord says, well, I think his fate is sealed. We spoke to the innkeep and many townsfolk who said that he left in the middle of drinking. And we also have a dead man in the prison cell, and a dead guard, a dead prisoner, and a guard who was expelled by your friend, who is known to be a spellcaster by many.
Who's in the room right now?
15 guards, the Lord, and this time the room is filled with a lot more people. There's a bunch of townsfolk, including a bunch of people you recognize from the bar, and one of the innkeepers, and anyone who's anyone in the town.
So, do we see that guy that gave us the contract?
The room is too crowded, and you don't have enough time to peer around. They make you stare at the guy, so you didn't catch him, but he might be in the room somewhere.
Fuck.
The Lord says, what do you have to say for yourself, half-ogre?
Well, I still feel like I'm being framed, but obviously you guys, I feel like I'm not really able to do much here. I mean, who else did you talk to? I don't. Who told you that they saw me?
Numerous witnesses.
Can I see these
much
witnesses?
Hold on one sec.
Oh,
Jeff,
okay.
you got violently ill last night from the food, and were puking your guts out in your bedroom at the beginning of the day. You're feeling
Okay.
better now, and you haul yourself out to the audience chamber, where you see about 30 or 40 people from the town, including the bartender and a bunch of people that you're normally drinking with. Anyone who's anyone. There's 15, 16 guards. Some of them with their spears pointed at JP's back. He's in shackles and bleeding from his back a little bit. And the Lord's saying, I think we're going to have to, or he's in the middle of saying, JP, what'd you ask?
I was just saying, like, who are these people that claim to have saw me? Like, I would love to see the witnesses that you have.
He says, the innkeep and gestures, and the innkeep walks forward, and many patrons, a bunch of guys walk forward, say you left in the middle of the night, or in the middle of drinking and carrying around.
So, I'm gonna... Fuck, I can't believe I'm about to do this. I'm gonna look at the innkeep and just be like, why are you trying to frame me?
The innkeep says, I'm sorry, sir, your coin is as good as anyone's, but you left. Whether or not it was to kill a man, I don't know, but you did leave. You were not there the entire time.
So I'm gonna say, why don't you just confess to the crime? But the command word's gonna be confess. So I'm casting command confess on the innkeeper.
Hold on, let me read the very particulars of this spell.
You can put it in a sentence.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Subsequent ability, the best is as long as the command is absolutely clear and unequivocal. Thus, the command of suicide and command of die causes a
So,
creature.
like, why don't you pause, confess?
And he gives him a look.
No look.
Hold on, let me bust out the actual description in the book. I want to make sure we get this down right. Okay.
That is
You
pretty
are a
good.
bad man. If this works, you are a very bad man.
That's why I said I can't believe I was about to do this.
The poor innkeepers, man. Since the start to get killed. And now
Yeah,
they-
the other one lost his brother.
I know.
13,000 more. Town saving cover. He's. So you say. You
I open
command
up with like,
confess.
why are you trying to frame me? He says what he says, and I say, why don't you just confess?
Okay. He turns to Lauren and says, I did it. I murdered the man. I carried him. I'm guilty here. You should not frame. Or this man is being, unjustly framed. It was all me. And there's like a gasp in
See?
the room. Everyone's
What?
like, what?
Why didn't you guys believe me? I'm being set up here just because I'm a half ogre. This is
And then the guy
bullshit.
starts blinking and he says, no, that wasn't me. I swear. It wasn't me. He
Take
made
him
me say
away,
that.
guards!
He made
Take
me
him
say it.
away!
And there's a murmur, and the Lord makes a gesture, and everyone goes quiet and says, "It is known that you're a spellcaster. It is known that you have made." He points at one of the guards. Jeffrey here, fall unconscious. I fully believe that you are capable of forcing people to say things against their will.
But how could I...
My judgment that you are a murderer and a liar and a cheat, and you should not be permitted to live.
How? If I was going to cast a spell, my hands would be going like this, sir. You guys have been watching me the entire time. He just confessed to the murder.
Take him away. We'll execute him at sundown.
Wait, I want to hug my husband one last time.
No,
But now
Yeah.
don't hug.
is a terrible person.
But it's my husband. I should get a last goodbye.
No. The guards...
What about matrimonial rights?
The guards start hauling JP away. What do you guys want to do?
I say, Lord, I'd have your ear now, as you promised.
I see you're feeling better. What?
I say that if you are to say that this man is accused of murder to be executed off of no real evidence, just that people saw him do it and that a
What
bartender
evidence?
saw him leave, I say that I think we should actually have a trial by combat if this is to be real. Otherwise, again, people just come into your town, people say they see things, and then people die.
We have many, many witnesses, and he has lied. He said that he did not leave. We have witnesses that said he left. Can you give me one shred of evidence of this man's innocence?
Yes, I tell you that all the evidence is circumstantial. A man murders a guard, tries to murder another next to him, and you're going to say that he cast a spell, this man confesses?
He is a spellcaster. People in the tavern, he gets getting frustrated, have seen him. He's told people about his spellcasting abilities. He's a known priest of Jexel. It is well within reason to expect all of these things. He is clearly a murderer, and how can you stand up to him? Or stand up for him?
Still circumstantial. So I ask you again, why are you so afraid of putting this to the test of the gods you worship, as opposed to just saying, well, we think he's guilty and he's going to die now?
Can I interject?
No.
You can interrupt whenever you want.
Okay, so did you consider there might be someone else who killed him?
He turned back. Where were you the night of the murder?
No, I mean, I think a guard. You should talk to a guard that was. I talked to him that night, and I was worried about my friend, and maybe he can tell you about it.
He says,
but I don't know. The town guard.
The town guard saw what?
I talked to the town guard. I was worried, and I think. Well, I don't know how to describe the suspicious man, like the suspicious man at the CD bar with the mean guys.
He looks at you and says, "You're not making sense, woman. Speak."
Yeah, like that Philly cheesesteak one. Just that. Thank you.
Maybe just try to talk to the town's guard that was doing the rounds that night, and I think there was a suspicious guy that I heard rumor about that wanted the dead man dead. And he hangs out at the CD bar. Is that the clearest thing I can say? Oh, you got dropped.
Oh, Neal's going. We'll get him back here in 1 second. Pretty
I said
ridiculous.
CD, not city.
Yes.
Shitty bar.
No one uses that term in the U.S. I was
They don't use CD?
No, we've never.
Well, the shit bar.
We say remuneration.
The shitty bar, then.
Ryan never forgets.
Well, I don't know the name of the stupid guy and like the other. And now Neal is gone, so.
So are you drunk right now, Abby, or just?
Well, he never told me the name of the bar, and he never told me the name of the mean guy.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. So I was talking about the CD bar, the shit bar, and the
Sketchy.
sketchy bar, and the sketchy guy at the sketchy bar.
I think he's gone.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Can you turn your camera on?
Oh, is my camera not on?
Because I never learned the
we
names
go.
of those things, so that's the best I can say.
So he's... Wait, so what do you tell the guy?
Okay. So I told him how I heard rumors that someone wanted the alchemist dead, and he hangs out at the, low...
Where did you hear these rumors?
I heard it at the bar when I was hanging out there.
From who?
I heard I don't know the name of the
Who
guy.
told you these rumors?
No, I heard
say the
them as
guard.
I was at the bar. Nobody
From
told
who?
me directly. I heard the guy trying to find
Who
someone.
was speaking the rumors?
It was the guy at the CD bar, a small-looking man with... I could recognize him.
So you went to a bar where you heard someone talking about killing someone.
Yeah, and I also talked to the town
Why
guard
didn't you say
about
this
it.
yesterday? When you
Because
were here
nobody
in front of
asked
me.
me anything. You said we would be questioned, and nobody asked me anything, so I just sat there and listened.
So you let us condemn your friend to death. Or, send him off to jail without even speaking up for him?
Well, he's
And
not dead.
coincidentally, now that he's been convicted, you're coming up with this brand new story that no one has heard of.
Well,
When
to
we
the
have all of
guard.
this evidence that that he did this.
Well, talk to the town's guard and to the man at the bar.
I'm sorry. even if you heard someone else plotting to kill him, we have witnesses that saw this man carrying the body and burying the body. We have his own sworn statement saying that he didn't do it and he was somewhere else, and the witnesses there said he left. And we have him involved in an altercation in which one of my guards has died and a prisoner was killed.
All right, then don't.
There is
verify
overwhelming evidence, and I have been extraordinarily fair in this.
Fine, whatever. I mean,
whatever.
if you won't
Okay.
verify your things, we shall tell the lens about it.
Okay. He gives a gesture, and the guards start hauling you back to the cell, and you notice one guy pull out a sword and start sharpening it.
Oh, just like Jeff. It must be his cousin.
The lord of the town turns back to you guys and says, "I am sorry your friend is a murderer. I am not holding you any longer. You have there's no evidence to suggest you three were involved in this. You are free to go. If you do not wish to see your friend dead, I will understand."
So I say you are denying quest for a trial by combat. There's no way to
The
prove
right
this
of
man's
combat
innocence.
only applies to nobility. He is not noble, and on top of that, there is overwhelming evidence against it. I am denying your request for his right to combat.
What if someone else had nobility and were able to say that they will stand in his stead?
Is there a nobleman here that could overrule my judgment? I don't think so. Not a single one.
And that's when shit hits the fan.
What do you
Because
mean?
I say, you know what? I'd like to talk to you in private if I could.
Whatever you have to say, you can say before everyone.
Where is like JP now? Tadaga.
JP
Okay.
is
I'm being hauled off.
hauled off to prison right now.
But like where? Like he's like already away?
Oh, let me bring up the map. So this is the audience room.
Okay.
The dude, Lord Fang, is sitting up here. You guys are standing down here in front of him. This staircase over here leads down to the prison. And actually, you guys would have
And
also
where is
seen
JP?
this, which is like the entrance to everything. Those are staircases. I know they're crappy. Forgive me. JP has been let off. Like, he's already been let off while you guys are speaking, so he's down in jail.
Okay, so while Jeff speaks to the man, I'm gonna put the invisibility potion in Mr. Mugswuggle's satchel, and I'm gonna send him down to.
Wait,
go
Mr.
find
Mugmuggles
JP.
has a satchel?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
written. It's written in my character description that he has
No,
a satchel.
right.
I read it.
Statement. I withdraw my statement.
It's written that he has a satchel.
Yeah. It's fine. He's got a satchel.
Okay, so I put the tiny invisibility potion in the tiny satchel, and I send Mr. Muggles
Actually,
downstairs.
A lot of people around, and you three are standing front and center.
But
Okay,
Jeff is like
this-
talking to
this-
him.
I'm just gonna speak over her. She's like fumbling with this ferret in a satchel and like shit. Something's happening over there, but I say, as the fourth son of King Longborn, I request trial by combat, and I am of royal blood. You son of a bitch.
He looks at you and says, "What? What? What do you mean?"
And then I say, did I stutter? No.
Claim to be of royal blood. Can you prove this?
Yeah, my name's Vincent Longborn. His name is King Longborn. My fucking mom is Yura Lufa. Didn't make that name up.
Hold on, I'm gonna type you some stuff in chat.
You probably have like a sigil or something of your family or family crest or something like that.
I'm hoping that's the case. Ah, I could show you my family's tattoo. And then here's where it gets really fucking awesome. I take my sword and I shave off the top of my head as much as I can.
Okay. he kind of like pulls back his hair and cuts off, and you guys notice he's got this like super intricate tattoo that runs all around his head. And there's kind of like a gasp in the room, and the Lord says, well,
Sick.
Prince Vincent, I am sorry I did not know of your I guess if you are demanding a right trial by combat for this man, then he shall have it.